You know, I try and drink one of these a day. I think it's 2.2 litres. Let me know in the comments if I'm drowning myself. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Declan and today we're going to go for the photos that I took in day 5 of the camping trip. So the actual camping trip day 5 vlog is up on my channel. If you haven't seen it, go check it out up here. We're in Redcliffe, a beautiful spot on the coast. For the day 4 vlog, we were actually in that spot as well. We adventured on the north side of that campground, and in day 5 of the morning we went the south side of the campground and we found these massive big cliff faces. I got some great shots. So that's what we're doing today. I got all the photos here on my phone. We're gonna go through them one by one. I've got 24 of them in this album, so there's quite a lot, but most of them are double ups with just compositions and stuff, so I'm gonna steam through them pretty fast. I don't want this to be too boring. We'll start off with this one here. Now, I don't typically shoot wildlife, but this is a kangaroo, and I don't see many kangaroos on the beach. I'm actually not from the coast. I live on the coast now, but yeah, I haven't seen many kangaroos on the beach, so I thought I'd snap this guy, and he actually ended up coming closer to me, which takes us into the next shot here. Look at this kangaroo. His arms are bigger than me, mate. That has to be the biggest kangaroo I've ever seen, and he came quite close to me and I snapped that shot. Probably not gonna post this anywhere, but yeah, it was good to show you guys, I guess. So we got this one here. This was the first seascape composition that we set up for, me and Hugh set up for. I started off by shooting portrait and eventually moved into a landscape scene because the rocks really accommodated for a wide sort of shot of it. But I got this one here, and this one's probably my favorite, just because the flow is very even over the rocks. I actually took a few shots here and some of them are really good and I would post, but I settled for this one, and then I'll show you a couple more. So this was my favorite. You can see the sun coming up. Yeah, just an even flow. The water's all blue, so that's what I liked about it. I also got this one. I thought this was cool as well because the water's actually spreading over the rocks a little bit more. But I just, when I look at that, it looks a bit messy compared to the last shot. The last shot was very clean. The water looked very nice. So yeah, I got that one. I got this one as well. Thought this was cool because the you can see the wave there breaking in the rock on the top left, and you can see the colors are really shining through that wave. So I thought that one was cool. And then I got this one, which is kind of cool as well. You can see the water is breaking on the rocks. I had my shutter speed perfect for these waves. It's a nice shot. I might actually post this one later down the track, but I'm definitely gonna settle with the first one. Then I moved from portrait into landscape because I realized how many rocks were actually getting splashed by the water. So I got this one. This was a little later in the day. You can see the sun's had risen a little bit higher. So yeah, that's a nice shot. Probably won't post this one. My favorite is actually this one here, mainly because you can see the flow over that center rock. It's really nice. It's all centered. I actually ended up cropping this to the 4x5 for Instagram, and it's working really well. It is cutting out a lot of detail in the sides of the image, but that shot's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And I also got this one too, which you can see in the bottom left. Yeah, the flow's really spreading, and yeah, it's a nice image. So that's actually it for the landscape shots. There's a couple down further, but from here I mainly got the drone up. The light was perfect for the drone at the time. That's what I wanted to focus on. You can see in the vlog I actually got some cool shots of the beach. So I'm very happy with that drone sequence that I put in the vlog. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. But yeah, these are the photos that I took, and this one here is the first shot I took. I'm very happy with this. I want to get this printed one day, I think. You can see how red that cliff face is. It actually is red, but a beautiful cliff face. The beach was just perfect. So yeah, a beautiful shot. I really like this one. I ended up cropping this to the 4x5 for Instagram, which does cut out a lot of the image. And then I got this one. This is a top down. This one's actually quite interesting. So usually for a lot of my top downs, I want a very symmetric look over my image. And this one isn't quite that. You can see the waves actually on an angle a little bit. This is uncropped too. This is how I shot it. There's nothing really else I could do. If I tried to crop it in, it wouldn't work. So what I would have done is actually center those rocks in the image and get the waves straight on it, so it's all symmetric. I pretty much just make sure all the waves are straight in the image. This one is just not that. The waves are on a little bit of an angle and the rocks are on the bottom left, but I do like the patterns that it's making, and the color's great. Even the rocks, it still draws attention, and it's like an abstract shot that I like. Definitely gonna post this one. It's different to what I take, and that's what's refreshing about it, I guess. Now this is what I mean. You can see how symmetric it is. Even though it's not straight, it's still angled. So for this shot, I wanted to make sure that my wave is directly corner to corner, which isn't perfect, because you're never gonna get it perfect because it's a wave, but definitely what I look for in my top downs. And this has to be one of my best top downs I've taken, I think. I was sort of getting sick of the usual just top down with the wave directly straight in the image. So I got this one, very happy with it. I actually ended up taking the drone up a little bit higher so I can get more of that cliff face in it, and ended up with this one, which is my favorite. So obviously I've cropped this around the other way so they look a little bit different. So this one here out of the two is definitely my favorite. You can see that I've really wanted to play with the wave being corner to corner. I think it's a very nice image. I like the cliff face, and I think that's what encouraged me to do this corner to corner thing. If I had got my drone and just took a normal straight edge shot, it still looked nice, but I think because this cliff face is so interesting, doing the wave from corner to corner, I think just adds a dramatic look that I was really going for. And it's one of my best shots I think I've ever taken with a drone, especially for top down. Very happy with this shot. Yeah. DM me on Instagram if you want a wallpaper of this shot, because it's definitely going to be my wallpaper soon. Okay, so moving on, I got this shot here, which is, this sort of looks like one of my old images. This is the sort of top down that I would take. I'd find a rock that, you know, sort of looks interesting from the ground, send the drone over it and get a shot. That's what I did. This is the rock we were standing on. Later down the track, I ended up getting a landscape shot of this rock, so you'll see that soon. But yeah, for this shot, you know, the water's nice, you got a wave coming in, all the highlights are great. The angle of the image is actually a little bit wrong for what I would usually take. I'd want that rock a bit more straighter, but yeah, that's what I got. I think it was a rushed morning, but yeah, still got some bangers, which I'm very happy with. So from here, I ended up flying the drone past these rocks, and I ended up with this shot here, which is, you can see those rocks in the foreground there, leading up to the big cliff face in the top of the image there. And that top of the image is actually the shot that I took before, this one here. But yeah, back to this one. I think it's a nice image. It's got all the water nice. I wish the sky was a little bit better, but that's the best I can do with the New South Wales fires at the time in December. I got that shot, and yeah, pretty happy with it. I got this shot here as well, which is similar to the last one, except it's flown a little bit more south. And it's still different to the first one that I took. Yeah, so I mainly made sure that I got heaps of shots of the cliff face because it was so interesting, and really one of the best cliff faces I've ever seen. And it's out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I got that one, and I ended up cropping this to 4x5. I think the waves are great in it, the colors are great in it. I wish the sky was better, like I said in the last shot, but yeah, still very happy. Can't wait to go back here one day. Then I got this one. This is a normal top down. This is the sort of top down that I'd take. I always take one of these, you know that. In all my image reviews, I've always took one of these. This one is actually a little bit better. You can actually see where it's damp on the sand, the waves, it looks like waves. That's what I thought was cool about this one. You can see the dry sand, and then it moves into the wave patterns on the actual damp sand, and then you got the waves crashing on the beach. Normal top down, I think it's cool. Then I got this shot for you guys. It's a perspective shot, never intended to post it anywhere, wasn't really thinking, I just snapped it for you. So our campground is directly in the middle of that photo. Red Cliff Campground, there's about 4 or 5 campgrounds on this stretch of coast. So that's why we didn't adventure to the cliff face that I shot all morning here. We didn't know it was there pretty much. We were further north of the beach, and there's more campgrounds along the beach. But yeah, I got this shot for you guys. There's mountains in the back, and you can see in the day 4 vlog, I tried to take a shot of the sun setting on the mountains there over the lake. Didn't work out. Go watch that in the vlog. Yeah, it's a beautiful spot down there, middle of nowhere, no one's around. This is a landscape shot that I took of the rocks that I actually got a photo of as a top down, this one here. These rocks had heaps of patterns in it, so I got a shot of it just on the beach. After taking that one, I decided to switch to portrait mode, and I got that one here, which I think you know, it's a cool image. I'll definitely post this one. I like the foreground interest. Wish the sky was a little bit better, like the whole morning, but what could I do? It's the best I could get. So yeah, moving on, I got this one. This is the final image, guys. This was when we were actually walking back to our campsite. We'd been there all morning. I got all my drone clips for the vlog. I found this really cool reflection on the damn sand that we were walking on. The sun's pretty high in the sky, but there's some cloud around that has pinks and purples in it, and it's sort of dampening the sun's brightness. So yeah, it was a nice shot. Not sure if I'll post this. Yeah, I'm in two minds with it, but that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. So that's all the photos that I took in day 5 of the camping trip in Redcliffe. If you want a little bit more detail on all the shots with you know, settings that I take and a bit more backstory on each shot, go check out my Instagram. That's where I'll be posting them. I've already posted a couple. So that's it for day 5. We move on to day 6. That's coming out in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. That's the actual vlog. You'll enjoy that one. Yeah, guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. In day 5 of the camping trip. So all these photos, is it even day 5? I don't even know. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Why did I do this? There's these massive cliffs that we this one here is the landscape. This one here is but this one here is this one here out of the two is better. You can see I've really wanted to play with that corner to corner action. Doing this corner, so from here I actually ended up, drawing, I tried to take a shot of the sun. I always post those shots on my Instagram. Oh my god. I always post those shots on my D and Images Instagram. No. This is backstory. I've already said this.